of you, but we only have 14 hours to save the Earth. Emergency, paging Dr. B. Emergency.
Good morning, Cyber Traders. Sorry if I had to start a little late, but I love that song, Flash Gordon. Who remembers that song? Flash Gordon. I can't believe they were just playing that live. Is that awesome? I love the part, Jose. That was great. Yeah, the New York Jets definitely need Flash Gordon being 0-7. That was awesome. Flash Gordon, still love that. That was a great show. A great movie. Great movie. Wish they made movies like that again. I'm gonna have to watch that. You know, it's funny, but my young kids, they don't understand the humor of when we grew up back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and you know what? They like those TV shows now. They're starting to realize it because now there's no TV shows anymore. Everything's like Netflix things and stuff like that. But those are really good, great year of TV shows. Always look forward to it. But that was awesome. My wife was singing with it. Randy's saying, that's great. I'm going to have him watch that show. But anyway, let's get back to the market. What the hell's going down? We're losing 600 points in the Dow. This is like ridiculous. We had a little bit of a rally yesterday, and then we lost it. The day before, we're down to about 2,600. Looks like all the CEOs from all these social media companies are going to get ripped apart today. They're going to get destroyed. I'm telling you, there's going to definitely be some type of regulation going on with these companies. You know what? I'm not a fan of big government because but I'm also not a fan of monopolies, because if it's a telephone company, if it's it's the electrical company, whatever it is, they could do whatever the hell they want. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys here in New York, who lives here in New York, but like, do you guys ever cross the bridge here in New York? Anyone here been in New York before? Do you know what it cost to cross the George Washington Bridge? Do you have any idea what it costs? Just go over the damn bridge, okay? It's like $18, right? $18. Some people they want $15 an hour. They got to work more than an hour just to cross the damn bridge. It's like, it's nuts. So listen, but with these big companies, these big tech companies, they become big monopolies. They could do whatever they want. They could censor who they want. I'm not talking about political stuff like that, but they could censor any of us. Let's say, I'm for Bambi, and they're against Bambi, and they can say, Bambi's racist. They can stop that stuff. So you got to be careful when it comes out. So I'm really curious what's going to happen. And I don't know, maybe that's what's happening with the market, because these stocks have done so well that, you know what, if they start saying they're going to start regulating them, these stocks could probably take a big hit. You know what I mean? So definitely looking forward to seeing that. And you know what? That is amazing news for us traders, because guess what? We're going to go short. Remember, we are the party of traders, and traders, unfortunately, need catastrophe. Okay. And you hear me say it all the time. If it's a hurricane, if it's a 9/11, unfortunately, if it's a financial crisis, if it's a tech, listen, I went through the internet bubble. Okay. Don't ever think that could happen again. Who was here who traded back in 2000? All right. A lot. I mean, that back then, I remember it was like the biggest thing ever. Everybody wanted to get into day trading back in 2000. That's over 20 years ago. I can't believe I'm really showing my age. Okay. Actually, people come up to me like, wow, you still around since then? I thought everyone blew up their accounts. Listen, because I never fell in love with any stock. It was always in cash. One thing you know about me, and in the trading room, okay, I'm a very conservative guy. I'm not a type of, a gunslinger who's making, you're bragging about these tens of thousands of dollars. I'm a very conservative trader. I find out that when I get too cocky and too all the way, and sometimes I will, but there are people do it every day. Trust me, it will bite them. Okay, it will bite them. Especially what happens most is that some people will get, and remember I told you one of the number one cardinal rules here at CyberTrading University that I was trained since the day I started is that no overnights. And the reason what an overnight is, and that's very well known, and that's stapled on every monitor, on every trading system. I always tell everybody when I do on-sites, no overnights. And the reason why is because somebody wants a day trade, they get stuck in a position, they don't want to hold, they don't want to take a loss, and they're like, crap, I can't take this loss, right? What am I going to do? Oh, how about this one, right? Remember this stock that got destroyed? So my today, I mean, I'm just using this as an example, but they hold it and then they hold it overnight. They're like, oh, maybe it'll come back tomorrow. I day traded it. And all of a sudden, boom, the thing's down another 42%. And then it's down another, next day, it's down another half the price. It's down, and next, they're bankrupt. That's why you'll notice here, we're very, very conservative how we trade. So let's get back into trading. Sorry about me blobbering away and going through it, but I hate when people lose money when it comes to trading. There's no reason for it, but I drool when we have days like this. Okay. All right. So a couple of really big winners that we had yesterday on some stocks. We did really awesome. AMD was really good in the pre-market yesterday. The stock did awesome. You could see it. Thing just literally went from 79 all the way to like, oops, wrong chart. There we go. So the stock had a really big spike, but then she tanked. She came right back down. So I don't know what that was all about, but we did really good with the AMD. AMD bought Xilinx for $35 billion. Let me bring that up. ALNX. Anyway, what usually happens when a company gets bought out, that really, it usually does hurt it. I don't know why the stock went up, usually because they're using up their liquid cash. But that's a lot of, freaking money. 35 billion, man. Like a drop in a bucket. Congratulations. I'm always so happy for the employees that work there. They finally feel what, that capitalism actually worked out for them, that they made a lot of money. They work hard for the company. They did what they had to do, and they got rewarded for it. So congratulations to the XLNY employees for all the money they made. All right, another monster day, which we've been trading too, is NEO. NEO has been doing great. Little baby copycat China of Tesla. So anyway, the only thing they can't copycat is that stock was, $1,000 stock. This is still stuck in the $27 range. But who knows? Listen, if it breaks out, the thing might do great. So anyway, so NEO was a monster day yesterday. That one did pretty well. PLTR is another stock that we traded yesterday that did pretty well. Went from 10 to 11. WEI, just want to bang these out pretty quick and let you know what you guys missed. But this one also did well. Went from $1.80 to $3. Okay. So regarding about today, what's moving on this morning, let me just change the stocks right here. We had a couple of really, really nice moves of some stocks. Now, remember, we got the A list and we got the B list. I might even throw a C list. Okay. Remember my wedding list. All right. So a couple of stocks that made the A list. First of all, the AUVI. That thing just literally took off. Look at this beauty. Stock started at $8.30, went from $7, hit almost $13. Stock has got great iceberg orders. Stock has a really good push. It kind of died after right around 8:45, but that was a hell of a run. I know a lot of you guys did really well with that stock in the cyber group room. Like I mentioned earlier, I chat in the trading room. The stock is a level 4, okay? And you know what that means. You should have learned that in phase 1, the first lesson that we covered in class here at CyberTrading University. So be very careful, but I know a lot of you guys did well. Always remember, take the money and run. Hey, if the stock goes to 18, big deal. If you got it at 9, you sold it at 10, you made yourself $1,000, there's your $250,000. I'm okay with that because we all remember what happened. And we did the advanced class. Remember, a lot of you look at the stocks that we traded yesterday in the advanced class for phase 3. I'm sorry. You saw what happened. We traded. We saw a stock. We saw resistance. We thought it was going to break out. It didn't. Stock came down. We lost our profit. We got out. Good thing we got out because we didn't. We would have lost 4 times that. That's where you learn how to be a good trader. It's learning how to lose money, not how to make it, because the winners always take care of themselves. It's the losers you got to worry about. Another stock that did really well this morning that we had was the MGEN. Now, this thing just crapped out. I don't know what happened, but she really had a really nice run up, and then all of a sudden, she just kind of crapped out here. Stock's up about 132%. So anyway, listen, don't get don't be looking at this stock and be like, is it going up? It's still on my A list. It's holding here pretty strong. I saw the stock, stock is trading some crazy volume, but also remember, it is a penny stock. Okay. So I'm putting this on, I'll keep this on the A list for now. What else we got? Maybe a stock that's on the B list. So the SCKT, we all remember this one. This is one that went from $2 to $4.50. It was a great short. Short squeeze, came right back down. She's holding here pretty strong. It's got a good little spread. It's got some really nice orders. It could be a level 1 stock. We know the stock can move, but go back to your journals and see how you traded it. If you've been here for back then, you traded back and check that one out. Another stock that's up huge too. And then all of a sudden, she's kind of like flatlining here. I don't know what's going on with this one, but I'm going to put this on the B list. Stock traded 500,000 shares. No orders out there. Look at the level 3 on the right-hand side. It's kind of turning me off a little bit. So but we know that sometimes these stocks out of nowhere, orders are being held, and all of a sudden they'll take off. So we got to keep an eye on that. That's why they always will make the list. We see that happens time and time again. I'm throwing this stock on the list because stock got hammered. It's getting destroyed. It looked like it's going to probably test that major support level back in April. If it holds there, maybe we'll get a dead cat bounce, but we'll see what happens. It's another stock that's on the A list. What the hell is going with the Tupper lady? The Tupper lady's doing great. Look at that. Okay, stock was $2, went to 26. Congratulations, Mrs. Tupper lady. Because I had the Tupper lady in my house a few times. My wife, the women like to have that, little party, and it's nice to get together with some wine and stuff. And spend a little money and stuff like that. But I'm a deli container guy. I just like to throw them out. But anyway, I'm not going to hold it against them. The stock is doing great this morning, 26.50. Stock, it looks like it's going to be testing all-time highs. That stock breaks it. That stock can make a big move. Now, we know the market's taking a big hit. So what do we do when we trade when the market takes a big hit? There's going to be a lot of good shorting going on, and also ETFs are moving. So let me just bring up a couple of cheap ones. These stocks took big hits, but you got the UV XY. That one is moving pretty decently. You can see that one. That one was just literally back in, when we had the crash. That thing just literally went from 19 to 130. All right. HIBS. Another one that also took a big hit. Looks like she's gapped up a little bit. VIXY. That one looks like it's gapping up a little bit. So anyway, a lot of ETFs are moving. So, I'm not a fan of ETFs. They trade a lot of shares. It's a lot of algorithms going on. But once again, when the market is volatile like this, we kind of veer towards these stocks like right here. All right. Now, Jerry already made 25 cents on GE. Wow. Well, I don't know where that came from, but it's got some nice support levels. Kind of a little gutsy to trade something like that at this pre-market hours, but good for you. All right. So anyway, so that's what we got going on right now. By the way, anyone has any stocks that I'm missing? I did not call out anything that's missing. Yeah. You know what? American Airlines, Cliff, I saw that it's not really kind of testing lows, but it is getting those lows. I mean, I'm a fan of airlines. I mean, I know eventually you're going to come back and probably check a year from now, and I could be wrong, but I don't think the airlines are going to go into zero. But you know what? I did see, I remember some of these things got pretty hammered a long time ago. The good ones always probably would do okay, but this whole coronavirus is just throwing a big damn wrench into things, By the way, I got a cold. I got a sniffle, right? I had to blow my nose and stuff like that. If I get, are they going to call me as coronavirus now? That's one thing. That's one thing I'm really concerned about, because I would be careful that I don't know if they're inflating the numbers with the corona testing, whatever. But everybody who's getting sick, they're blaming on the coronavirus. So what I get nervous is that if they keep doing that, it's going to hurt the market, because they're going to say, "Oh, it's coronavirus. Oh, person died from diabetes. It was coronavirus." So whatever it is. So you got to be careful of these numbers with they're posting out there, because it's really hurting these companies. I'm a little concerned. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about, that everybody's thinking like, maybe I got the virus, I have a cold, But be very careful of that, you know. And with those reports, I think it's going to really hurt these stocks if they keep pushing that narrative. It's got to be careful with that. All right. I think of more deaths and I'm more concerned about more than anything. All right. So pins reported after the bell today. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that pins news announcement and see what happens. But I'm still listen. I bought back pins yesterday, so I've been a big fan of that. All right, guys. All right, listen. Good luck today. Happy trading, everybody. Be safe. No safer place than being here in the Cyber Group room. Let's make some money. If you're a student here, I'll see you. We'll see you in the Cyber Group room. And also, don't forget, we got phase 3, lesson 3 and 4 that's going on here at 9:35. So if you're a student, I'll see you in class. And everyone here on YouTube, Facebook Live, if you like us, if you want to see us back later, just click on the bottom, like us, and we'll see you back in the afternoon. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.